The Zorgon Peterson Mandalay, I bet you're all sick of hearing about it and want to get your hands on it. However, with early access builds we're able to do this and ask the question, is the Zorgon Peterson Mandalay a good Titan bomber? I've done an AX build. It might not be perfect, but it's certainly a build, and I'm off to go and beef a Titan. Do you think it'll be any good? Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. The Zorgon Peterson Mandalay. It's the new darling ship of Elite Dangerous and is available in-game on the 22nd of October. Will you buy a Zorgon Peterson Mandalay? That's the question. It's turning out to be a lot of people's daily driver, especially from the content creation community in the partner program. It really is a good ship. It's fast, it's nimble, and it can jump quite far as well. But can you fight a Titan in it? Let's find out. I am at Phoenix Base, the home of Ramtar, him of the heat sinks, him of the anti-Guardian zone resistance, which is particularly why I'm here today to discuss the AX version of my Mandalay. We're going to go Titan bashing in this, because I think it's quick enough. Here I have a standard, bog standard, old Mandalay. There it is. What have I done? I've got Guardian shard cannons. Count them. A class 1, why not? A class 2 Guardian nanite. Class 2, class 2, class 2. You'll notice the modification is the anti-Guardian zone resistance. Now, for those of you who are unaware of what the anti-Guardian zone resistance is, this is a fairly recent thing in game, whereas Ramtar did a bit of tinkering and discovered that he could protect Guardian modules from the corrosive cloud and corrosive effect of the Guardians. Now, as you can see, I've got my modules reinforced with it. I've also got my shard cannons reinforced with it. And if you can just make out, you need hardened surface fragments off the Titans, caustic crystals, again, found around the Titans, and tactical core chips. If you need to know how to find those, there's a video up above talking all about it. Did that recently on YouTube and a couple of live streams. We went out farming those tactical core chips. Anyway, how does all this apply to the Mandalay? Well, heat sink launchers. You can also have your caustic sinks all tricked up as well with extra ammo. That's certainly going to help you out. So, okay then. Let's have a look at that build. So, like I said, Guardian shard cannons, torpedo. I'm going to bung in there a class 1 beam laser, which I'm having transferred as we speak. In the utility mounts, caustic sink, I'll get a heat sink launcher in there, all tricked up, and a Thargoid pulse wave neutralizer. That'll get us in through the cloud. Next up, core internals. Right, well, lightweight alloy. For some reason, I could not do anything with this. Nothing there at Ramtar's base, but for some reason, and it must be the build that we're playing, I couldn't change that. Whatever. Else I put military spec on that. Power plant, you guessed it. Low emissions, monstered. Need the extra power. Running out of power I was. Thrusters, clean drive tuning, thermal spread. Frameshift drive, increased FSD, mass manager. Because it's above a 5A. I would put mass manager 5A or more. Deep charge 4 and below. Life support, yes. Power distributor, yes. You could go charge enhanced on this if you wanted to. Okay. Sensors, 5D, yeah. Fuel tank, because you've got to have go-go juice. In the optional internals, I've got a little bit of work left to do when I get back to Shinrata. Hull reinforcement, Guardian modules here. I've got them tricked up so they won't rot. The Guardian module reinforcement is going to give me a little bit of resistance as well, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to fill the rest up with hull reinforcement, not bother with shields, and that effectively is my build. And then we're going to go and see if we can beef one of the remaining Titans. Okay then, so here we are back at Shinrata. I have made a few changes to this build. Yes, I've got my shard cannons and my nanite torpedo, and they've all got the anti-Guardian zone resistance on them. I've got a beam laser, yes, indeed, with long-range thermal vent on it. I could have that engineered a bit further, really, to be picky. I've got a caustic sink launcher, and they've got additional ammunition. Why not? I've got a heat sink launcher with additional ammunition as well, and I've got a Thargoid pulse wave neutralizer. Lovely. Right, okay, moving on. Lightweight ally, I can't change this for some reason on this server. Power plant, as I mentioned, we've got low emissions power plant, but monstered to give us the power that we need. I'm squeaking in just 18.83 megawatts out of a potential 18.85. With the thrusters, as you can see, modifications, clean drive tuning, thermal spread, still quick enough. Frameshift drive for the jumping. As you see, I've got 47 light years of jump range, no problem. Life support, power distributor, not bothering with any of that rubbish. In the optional, I have maxed out the hull reinforcement all the way down here. I've had to take out one of the Guardian modules because of power. And I've gone for all the hull and module reinforcement I could potentially have. Alright, so what does that give us in the ship stats? So as you can see, I'm now up to the armor health of 3,332 with an armor rating of 55. This gives me a little bit of caustic resistance as well. With the fire groups on this build, what I've done, my standard configuration that I'm used to, a beam laser on the main trigger and then nanite torpedo on the thumb on secondary fire. That's then shard cannons are then switched over to the primary fire with the beam laser then to cool me down as I'm firing off those shards. Then really the only other one of note is the caustic sink launcher there on that fire group and the Thargoid pulse wave neutralizer. With that then it's all going to be time to go out and see if I can beef a Thargoid. Now as it's a test server, beefing a particular Thargoid might be a problem. Good old Raging is not really vulnerable, but we're going to fly in just to give ourselves a little bit of a test to see how well the ship performs. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic in regards to all of this. But we'll see, you know, can we beef a Thargoid with it? Can we at least get in there without any hassle? I think we're not going to have any problems. I think this is going to be the new quintessential ship people will be fighting the last Thargoid with. Okay, here we go. We're going for a run. Temperatures holding. Cool ourselves down a little bit. You've got to be careful of the wings with this. This is definitely a viable bomber. Here we go. We got a boost on. Another boost. Two vents, we've compromised. This is the third. Here comes the fourth. That's the fifth. We're going to zip around. Where the core's going to be. There it is, we're on our way. Pips to weapons. Beam lasers out. We're in range. There you go. We're getting good damage. We've got 4 Guardian weapons here with the Guardian zone resistance. The ship's holding up really well. And we're away. So, can you beef a Titan in a Mandalay? Absolutely. Could your build be slightly better than mine? Absolutely. Forge your own path, commanders, and let me know in the comments what you would do differently. I've been Ricardo, thanks for watching this video about can you bomb a Titan in a Mandalay? And the answer is yes. I'll see you soon.